It sold out, and it was at a really great price. So we brought it back, and we gave you even a better price. And then we brought it back this time, and we gave you the best price we've ever given you. Because in this past year, if we've learned anything, it is we need to sanitize and clean, and especially, you've always known this if you have someone with allergies in your home, how important it is to be able to do that. Can I put this couch in my washing machine? Nope. Can I put this pillow in the washing machine? Maybe. Can I put my mattress in the washing machine? No. What about a child's toy who they took to daycare or someone else's house in the washing machine? Maybe, but if it's their favorite, you don't want to destroy it. This literally takes care of dust, hair, pet hair, and it's a vacuum, but it's also sanitizing. So allergens, bacteria, dust mites, and that light there that you see is actually killing the dust mite eggs and the bacteria. Take it all over your house. Are you going on vacation this summer after a long time to a hotel or an Airbnb, and you'd like to bring this with you to remove that dust, hair, and pet hair? Remove certain allergens and bacteria. If you have someone with allergies in your home, you know how important that is. It has a pulsating brush, so it does more than just vacuum. That ultraviolet light technology is where the sanitation comes in. So suction ventilation technology to get through multiple layers, and HEPA filtration, which gets rid of those allergens. High capacity and washable dust box. And it's super simple. I didn't even look at this until I got out here. There's one button, and that's all you have to do. Here's the value. Our QVC price is $229, and that is very competitive. We're always competitive with our original QVC price. But at today's special value, where you're saving $130 off of our QVC price, you're saving well over half off. In fact, this actually costs less than the light version that's on QVC.com right now, and that one is on wait list. So if you didn't pick it up last year, now is your opportunity to get it home for $25 on Easy Pay. But if you did pick it up last year, would you give us a call and tell us how great this has been for you? Tell us your story. Our Share Your Story line is open, 1601. I knew there was a 6 in there. But my eyes are getting bad. I need my Purveyor Revos. This price is only good for today. Today only. Price goes up by $130 tomorrow at midnight tonight, actually. So this is a great opportunity. You have 30 days to love it or return it. And I'm so excited to talk to Kylie Watts, who brings us great innovative items for our home, but's been bringing us the RAYCOP for a while. And I know she's never seen it at this price. None of us have. But Kylie, welcome into the show. It's so good to have you always here. I know the pet hair thing is big for you, as it is for me. But would you just walk us through why it's so important for, I mean, every home has a vacuum. Why does every home need this type of vacuum as well?
Well, this is going to do something that your regular vacuum just can't do, and it uses a patented technology, Terry. So you did a great job of explaining just how it works. But it's a 4-stage system that, again, does something your vacuum can't do. So it has a very specific calibration, which means when you turn it on and you take it down to fabrics like your sheets or your bedding or your pillows, it's not going to suck in those fabrics and damage them like our traditional vacuum can do. It has dual filtration, one of them being that HEPA filter, so it captures particulates down to 0.3 microns in size. So that's your pollen, your pet dander, smoke particles, things that you definitely don't want inside of your home and definitely don't want inside of those hard to launder fabric surfaces. It has a pulsating brush roll, which is incredibly important because when that works, what you're going to see is it helps to loosen up the embedded dirt that we have inside of those fabrics. So that could be the dust mite, which is a member of the arachnid family and has little claws, and they hang on for dear life to those surfaces. So that pulsating brush roll is going to help get them out. And then to me, what I think the most important part of the whole thing is that UVC light bar that's underneath. And this UVC light bar is a very specific spectrum on the UVC light. And what it's going to do is actually help to eliminate 99.9% of the influenza A virus with just 5 seconds of exposure to that UVC light. And also bacterial removal, very specifically staph and E. coli, 99.9% after just 10 seconds. It also alters the DNA of the unhatched dust mite egg and helps get dust removal 90% after just 3 minutes. So very common allergens. We all have, Terry. And even if you vacuum every single day, your vacuum cannot do what the RAYCOP RN can.
Wow, that's so true. Can I use this on, like, if I have drapes hung up, would it work on that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, any hard to launder fabric surface that you have inside of your home. So it could be on pillows, anything that has embellishments. It could be on your pillow that you're sleeping with every single night. It could be on things like, for us in our bedroom here, we have an upholstered headboard. There's no way we could possibly not only clean, but sanitize this, but with the RAYCOP RN we can. So do it on your mattresses. When you're changing your sheets, use it there. Put it on your couches. Take it along every single day if you want to. It's something that really, when you get it home and you use it, you're going to notice an incredible difference of clean inside of your home.
Well, and I want to show you how deep it goes too. It's not just that surface layer. What we've done here is put some powder down on what we would think of as a mattress, right? It's like a little foamy mattress. Then we put on some material that's like quadrupled up as a sheet. And I'm going to show you how just passing this over, and do we need to do it kind of slowly like this?
Good rule of thumb, Terry, is to treat it like you would an iron. You don't need to go too slow. You don't want to go too fast. Keep it flat to the surface. Pass over it 2 to 3 times. That's going to give you those sanitizing benefits. But what we do with that powder demo is just show you a particulate that you can see. So this is what's so unique about this device. When you actually stop doing that and pull it back, you'll notice that it got to go through multiple layers and got you that deep down clean. So again, your regular vacuum just can't do what the RAYCOP RN can.
Right, because look at this. It's folded over twice there and then another layer. So it's really getting deep down. I love that idea about every time you change your sheets. You don't have to change your sheets. You don't have to take the sheets off to get down into the mattress like we've done here and like you just saw here. But that's a great rule of thumb. It's like every time you change your sheets, just give a one-over on the mattress, especially if someone has been sick in your home. You know, we just got through cold and flu season and some other thing you might have heard of. And like, if you had someone in your own home who was sick, what do we always do? We wipe down the room, we, wash the sheets. This takes it to the next level.
It sure does. And it does it without using any kind of chemicals or any kind of sprays. And it does it more than just topically sanitizing. So we have this light box right here. And what it is filled with a polyfill. And I'll actually move this off of here so you can see when the light is off of here, it's just a white box. But when we put that light, you can see what's happening is it's sanitizing all the way down. So this is really penetrating those surfaces into the fibers of the couches, the fibers of the blankets, the mattresses. And look how bright this light is. You can kind of see, I taped over the sensor so that I could continuously keep it on. It will not do this for you because that's a safety feature, but it could be, the kiddos' toys, that they love that are hard to launder. You can see that light is just so incredibly concentrated and does such a great job of sanitizing, killing 99.9% of the influenza A virus, 99.9% of staph and E. coli, and also altering the DNA of the unhatched dust mite egg, which is so super gross, but we all have them. No matter how clean you are, they live in all of those fabric surfaces of our homes.
I learned from the Campanellis that dust is actually dead mites and stuff. Like, I didn't even know that. And it really grosses me out, but I want to know that I'm getting rid of it. And poop,
and
it's
also
their poop too.
Yeah, it's their droppings, their carcasses, and it's not just a couple hundred. It's like hundreds of thousands of these in those fabric surfaces because they love areas where we sleep, where it's warm, where it's moist. And this is what we know it's going to do. With that HEPA filter, it captures 99.97% of dust mite matter, dirt, pollen, which we know this time of year is so important to get out of our homes, pet dander as small as 0.3 microns in size. It's also going to eliminate 99.9% of that influenza A virus when exposed to the UV light for 5 seconds. Bacterial removal, again, 99.9% after just 10 seconds to that UV light. And dust removal, 90% after 3 minutes. Dust is something we can never fully eliminate, but it is totally gross, the contents of it, and you definitely want to get it out of your house. And I showed this earlier. It's really gross.
Oh,
this is from my own home. From my own home with multiple dogs, and I shouldn't, it's so gross. This was coming out of my couch. That is the dust, the dander from our pets, that's human hair, their fur. And Terry, when you get this home, you have dual filtration. Your big dust box cup in the front, completely washable and reusable. You want to submerge it into water because you don't want these particulates becoming airborne again. Your HEPA filter is going to last a good year to a year and a half. The machine's incredibly intelligent. It will tell you when you need to replace this. So that's all you have to do for maintenance for it. Super easy.
Okay, we're going to talk about how to replace this in just a moment, but I have to remind you of this value because Kylie knows this was an incredibly popular item last year around this time as a today's special value. We're offering it to you at a lower price this year, a lot lower. Our QVC price is $229, and that's a very competitive price as are most of our items that we sell here. We already, with the QVC price, do better than most other retailers. But look at that, you're saving $130 off of our price. But we can only do that for a day. So today is your day, midnight tonight, that price will go back up to $229. And again, that is a savings of $130. You are saving way more than you're spending. And this is the kind of like the deluxe version, right? The RN. We do have a light available, which actually right now today will cost you more, but you can't even get it because it's on wait list. That's how coveted this is right now. So can we talk about that? How this is like the pro version?
Sure, yeah. So when we first introduced RAYCOP here a few years back, it was wildly popular. The light version was what we introduced, and it's a fantastic machine. The next level up is the RN, and that came in. It has an ergonomic handle. It makes it easy to glide. It's only 4 pounds, so it's super lightweight. Even though it looks like a little kind of stingray guy, he's super lightweight. He's easy to glide along those surfaces. This unit has that pulsating brush roll. The brush roll actually vibrates 18,000 times per minute. So why that's important to you, Terry, is the power. It's getting those embedded surfaces dirt that you have out of there, because vacuums, they go down, but not far enough. This is actually pulsating and vibrating, loosening up the dust mite grip that they have. And then you also have a wider cleaning path here as well with that suction. You have new air ventilation technology in this unit, which means when you go over fabric surfaces, you're not going to trap them in the vacuum. It knows how to adjust that airflow so that you have the perfect airflow and the perfect calibrated suction every single time. And it allows you to go to surfaces that are hard to launder, or maybe things you don't want to launder every single day. Of course, we could wash our pillows, but you know what? We're sleeping on them every single night. Every single night, our homes are accumulating dust. This is going to help reduce and get rid of some of that dust, that pet dander. It's going to help remove certain allergens and bacteria, which is amazing. And the patented technology combines that pulsating brush roll. It gets that UVC light technology, which we know is going to help us with that sanitizing. You're going to have that suction ventilation technology that we talked about, so unique to every single surface. And it really is easy to use. Dual filtration, one of them being HEPA. You've got that big high capacity washable dust box in the front. That's where you're going to see those big particulates accumulating. And you plug it in, you hit one button, you treat it like an iron, gliding it over the surfaces. Yeah. It's super easy to use.
Look, that's the button. On, off. Here's where everything is trapped. Here is the filter. Oh, I promised we would talk about the filter real quick. So do you replace these, or do you wash them? How do you do that?
So the dust box one that you have in your hand right now is completely washable and reusable, so you never have to replace that at all. The HEPA filter is the mesh filter that lives in the back of the unit. That is the one that does need to be replaced. But this unit, Terry, is my personal unit that I've used in my house forever, and it's probably been a good almost year and a half to 2 years, and I still haven't had to replace that. You saw what I pulled out of my own. Yeah. I mean, we have a gross house. I'm going to be completely honest.
Well,
with 4 dogs.
It's not true. Well, with the 4 dogs, definitely. If you have pets, yes, 100% you have to get this, just for that alone. But we all have gross houses. We just can't see it because these things are so teeny tiny. So when you really get in there and open up like what you just did, you go, I can't believe that was there and I didn't even know it. So take take it throughout the house. You do plug it in. You don't have to charge it or anything. I'm sure the cord is long. Do we know how long the cord is?
16 feet. Yes, it's very long.
16 feet. So here I am. I plug it in the living room, and I just go over the couch. Now I have a rescue dog. He's not a designer dog, so he sheds like crazy. This would be taking up his fur, right? Even on like this velvet couch.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And in fact, there's been plenty of times where like I've used my regular vacuum and just test it out when it looks seemingly clean. The amount of stuff that still comes up in a